of ATL Day Ones with Jarvis and Tenitra. Woo, T, we are rocking and rolling today. We want to thank you for rocking and rolling with us throughout the entire show. And remember, wherever you download your podcast, guys, go there, search Locked On Sports Atlanta. When you see the little 5 stars, just go move the meter over to the 5 stars. Give us an amazing review and talk about how great of a time you have when you rocking with us Monday through Friday, each and every day. And we appreciate you all for that because, hey, we're up over 2,100 subscribers. We appreciate y'all. We're just trying to get these reviews up so everybody else can find out about what we got going on Locked On Sports Atlanta. But T, this is For the Culture. Here's the intersection between sports, culture, and entertainment, and sometimes whatever the heck we want to talk about. T, we are 60 days away from college football, week 0, as they like to coin it.
Yes.
And I still kind of don't know how that kind of sits with me, but it's just like, all right, these teams don't matter. This is week 0. The real teams play next week. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, man, give these real college football as well. So, yeah. But I think one of the things that really stand out is the MEAC SWAC Challenge. It's going down Alabama State and Howard. I have alum that are very close to me. My neighbor is an Alabama State alum, and my wife, we'll just call her T as well. Not Tenitra. No, we're just going to call her my wife. How about that? We don't want any confusion going on right here on the show.
You already know.
Yeah, because we know people make assumptions around these days, T, and we got to be cognizant of that. But Alabama State and Howard, my wife is a Howard alum, so it's going down August 27th.
Yes.
Whew. I don't know, T. Are you going to be in the building? That's my question.
Yeah. I was in the building even today for the inaugural press conference for the SWAC MEAC Challenge. So exciting to moderate that because, boy, I tell you, it's 60 days away and it was straight gamesmanship up in there today.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, this is Howard's first time at the party. So they are looking to represent the MEAC and still continue the winning streak. MEAC has won 11 out of the 15 meetings. And, of course, Alabama State looking to swing that thing back to the SWAC side with a W. So it was really fun to be there. And I tell you, to me, it's like the family reunion that's just surrounded by football, but nice for Black college football. You see you rocking your Albany State shirt. It's nice.
Always.
Yeah. It's truly always nice. And we always love our HBCUs. But that's going to be an exciting game. The one in 2021 between North Carolina Central and Alcorn State came down to the wire, and it was pretty much an upset for Central because, of course, Alcorn State has been at the top of the HBCU Black college football food chain, if you will. So, yeah, I'm excited. 60 days away from college football overall, but in particular, this is like our beginning of, I call it the beginning of the family reunion weekend, with that, of course, culminating in the Celebration Bowl at the end of the year.
You know what? And it's really cool because it seems like all people start to count down from 100 days. You got guys like John Fricky who counts from 250. Like 250 days college football. But for those you don't know, John Fricky is a host on 92 the game.
Yeah.
So, but it's really kind of cool to see those games come into play and see these teams come down. And you like to see who's going to travel well, and all those things. It's going. I absolutely can't wait for it, and I'm
even
excited
the band directors were there today. That's a different kind of press conference.
That's
right?
a whole different type of trash talk. That's just different. Like y'all ain't holding y'all notes correctly. How y'all gonna sit up here and talk to us? Like it's just like the trash talk is just so weird. It's not weird, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like, oh, that's how y'all get down. But hey, I rock with it. If it's competition, it's competition. I love it. But speaking of competition, though, T. We got some media types. One is a former player, and the other one is a player right now. We'll talk about that. But before we talk about that, T, tell them about Rock Auto and all the money they can save by going and check out Rock Auto.
Yes, if you are like Jarvis and me, you absolutely love the words save, save, and save. And
Indeed.
This episode is brought to you by a company that can save you some dollars, and that's Rock Auto. So, of course, you've got increasing numbers of makes and models. It's kind of tough for you to decide and figure out from like your local chain auto parts store which stock part you'll need. There are many of them that are from the actual manufacturer, and then there are some that are off brand, and it's a lot. It makes you swim in
Yes.
your head. I had to recently go in and look for an air fuel sensor, and that was a daunting task nonetheless. When
Whew.
really I could have just stopped by Rock Auto and figured it out, because I don't have to sit there and wait while the person kind of goes through the numbers and figures out the parts number and
And
all
figure
that
how
other
much they want to charge you.
or how keep it real, or how much they want to charge you. I can save time, I can save money, I can just use them, I can just not choose to spend 30, 50, 100%, even for aftermarket products. I can just get what I need from them and it'll still be quality. It's a family company. They've been around for about 20 years. And if you're a do it yourself person around your home, why not be a bit of a do it yourself person around your car? Prices are reliably low for every single customer. There's consistency there. You're talking brake parts, tail lamps. I just mentioned to you guys an air fuel sensor that you might need. This is definitely the place to go for that. So you can go to rockauto.com right now, or at least when you finish watching our show, of course, and see all
Of
the parts
course.
available for your car or for your truck. Again, right, locked on in there. How did you hear about us box? So they know that we sent you. Amazing selection, reliable prices, low prices, that is, and all the parts you need. Again, right there at rockauto.com.
No doubt about it. And what we need is to have a woosah between Draymond Green and Kendrick
Right.
Perkins, because these guys have been going at it. Kendrick Perkins, was upset. Obviously, he should have been upset because Draymond Green essentially called him, you know what, and I'm not gonna use this word on the show, but it starts with a C and ends with an N. I'm not gonna use that word. I'm not gonna do that and we all know what that means for another black man to call another black man that. Those are fighting words, if you didn't
Yeah.
know. And he had a very spirited response video online on Twitter, and it was funny. I'm sorry, I gotta admit, it was very funny. And he called Draymond Green out saying, "Hey, you're not as tough as you make yourself out to be." And of course, ESPN made him take it down. But
But the damage was done.
but the damage was already done, right? But my whole thing is like, why are these guys going back and forth though? Because it seems like it may be a little bit more than what we are seeing. Because
Yeah.
based off of Draymond should have kept his mouth shut, and I know that's very hard for him to do, but you shouldn't be going and taking as far as calling a man that starts with a C and ends with an N. You should not be doing that. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And for me, I'm looking at it from this perspective, Jarvis.
For giving
And
his opinion.
yeah,
you know, you
like,
know.
right. And why? If I mean, if we're real grown men, right? And I love Perk. I met Perk a couple months ago. I know everybody who knows him, right? Straight out of that PA Beaumont area. So my people are there, and everybody loves Perk. And don't get me wrong, Perk,
Solid dude. Solid dude.
exactly, like a
Yeah.
good dude who you really don't want to mess with. But let's be real, you don't really want to mess with Draymond either. Now
Yeah.
he does have a bit of street cred coming from the mean streets of Michigan, his darn self, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I'm like, why don't you all just take that somewhere? Like, why
Yeah.
don't the two of you just have some conversation offline? Because really and truly, if both of you are the tough guys that you say you are, then we don't have to hear this commentary like literally broadcast all over the social media airwaves. But what you do
Right.
want to hear commentary on, and what you do want broadcast all over the airwaves, because you're going to tell everybody about us, is ATL Day Ones, where we're going to tell you all about this kind of petty whenever you want to hear about it. But we'll give you some real talk for sports as well. We're going to keep our eyes on what goes on in that Braves Phillies game tonight to open that series, but also all eyes on the Hawks to see what they are going to do. So we can't wait to potentially have that conversation with you tomorrow. So make us your first stop. And as always, make Hitting Hard with John Chuckery your second stop, because he's got that fire as well. Thanks again for stopping by today, and we will see you guys back again tomorrow.
Y'all come back now, you hear?